Hey everyone, this is Nina Nelson, creator of Tiny Apothecary, and I just want to take a second to welcome you to the class before we dive in. The class is going to be on delivered via webinar tonight, and Apothecary. And oops, sorry, I just want to take my screen started another episode or part of this. So, anyway, I'm here in my garage. I figured, okay, it'll be a great time for people in the evening. We'll do the class then. It'll be awesome. And then I realized my kids are going to be home, and they have four of them, and they're kind of noisy. So thankfully, I'm super thankful we have a garage slash home gym. I was in here working out before I got started. So I am super thrilled to share this information with you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we will do this webinar style. And I'm actually just making sure that everything works, that you guys can see my screen. And we will go ahead and jump in to this webinar. All right, I'm seeing that you guys can see my screen, so I'm super glad about that. How many times can I say super in a class? So tonight we're talking about natural solutions for healthy, empowered living. Natural solutions are one of my favorite things to talk about. I love being able to share what I've learned with people over the last 12 years. And tonight is no exception. I've got lots of stuff to share with you. So let's dive in. First off, if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Nina, and I believe that you can feel well cared for while still taking care of life's obligations. I help busy moms do that by cultivating daily wellness practices that nurture their minds, bodies, and souls. And a huge, huge, huge part of doing that is with essential oils. I personally have been using essential oils for, what year is it? 8, 9 years now. My dad is actually an herb farmer, and way back when, 2008, 2007, my husband and I decided that we were going to get out of debt. And one of the ways that we were going to do that was to save as much money as we possibly could. So I got to work looking into all the different ways that I could cut costs around our house. And through my research, I found natural living. Which is funny because my dad is an organic herb farmer, and he has been doing that for as long as I can remember. He comes from a long line of natural healers, and I was all about the allopathic route. I actually had wanted to go to school to become an obstetrician, and I thought all this natural stuff was, it didn't work. That's what I thought. And then I started trying it, and over time, I came to find, wow, these things that I'm doing, they're actually working. And when I discovered, oh, you can use essential oils for natural cleaners, I went to my dad. I said, hey, Dad, does your company sell essential oils? Because, he hooked me up with some herbs, like a ton of them at a really great price. So he hooked me up with some essential oils. And when he did, and you'll find out why I love the essential oils that I love in a minute, he told me that he would only use them on things like cleaning. He wouldn't use them for much else because they weren't 100% pure. And I was like, well, but they say 100% pure. And he's like, yeah, but a company only has to have 51% pure essential oils and they can still say that their oils are 100% pure. And I was like, well, that's crap. So that's when I decided to start looking for 100% pure essential oils. I actually found one company. I tried for like a month to sign up and get their oils. And for whatever reason, I couldn't. I couldn't find the link. I couldn't find any information. Nobody ever got back to me until I found the company that I'm going to share their oils with you today. And so I'm taking that as perfect timing, just being led in the right direction, serendipity, whatever you want to look at it as. It has been such a blessing for me and my family. And really, that was when I started shifting my focus from learning all about herbs to incorporating essential oils into my daily life because I love herbs. I absolutely love plants. And essential oils are derived from plants, which we'll talk about in a second. But the beautiful thing about essential oils is they're so easy to use. They're so simple. When I teach people about using herbs, it's kind of overwhelming if they're just beginning, if they're not comfortable with their skills in the, in the herb department, because there are a few different ways to prepare herbs, but they all take time. You have to take the herbs over and over and over again, usually before you start seeing the effects that you want. And I found a lot of people getting discouraged when they wanted to do things more naturally, but they got completely overwhelmed by herbs. With essential oils, all you have to do is literally open the bottle. Like if that's all you do and you like waft it towards your nose, like you are 90% there. You could just do that and get some really great benefits from essential oils. So I love essential oils because they're so easy. I am super excited to share them with you today. If you're curious, and because I'm a Leo, so of course I'm dying to tell you just a little bit more about me. I am married to a gorgeous paramedic. Hopefully he'll show up here soon and help keep the kids a little bit quiet. And we have 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys that were born in a 5-year span. None of them are twins, though my girls are the same age for 10 days each year. And wellness has been a passion of mine since I was a small child. I remember being 5 years old, looking through my grandma's nursing textbooks, soaking it up, really getting excited about it. Yeah, I was that nerdy kid, totally a nerd. I am a Ravenclaw. If you are a Harry Potter fan, that's the house I'm in. I know that that'll tell you something if you're into Harry Potter. And I have done all sorts of things in that line of wanting to help people. I've been a nurse's aide. I've been a birth doula. I've been a student midwife and a yoga teacher. I even trained as an EMT when I met my husband before we got married, but no thanks. He can do that. And I currently coach CrossFit full time, do some nutrition coaching there as well, and I absolutely love it. So I'm so into wellness, holistic wellness, mind, body, soul wellness. And so I'm really, really stoked to share this stuff with you today. So let's get started. Enough about me. Let's talk about you and what you need and what it is you are looking for when it comes to using natural solutions in your home. So right next to the video, or if you're on your mobile device above the video, you will see a button that says download now, and you can download it, this class handout that I have available for you. So you can follow along on the webinar, but if you want this for later, you can also click on that link and download it to your computer so you can have it to look over, print it off, make notes on it, whatever you want to do. It's yours, and it's full of some really, really great information. So why this class? What is my intention? My intention is to leave you educated and empowered. Number one thing that I want for you is to feel like you've got this, that no matter where you are at in your natural living journey, whether you are a novice or you are advanced, I want you to walk away feeling educated and empowered. Whether you use essential oils already or not, whether you use the oils that I love or another brand. I mean, that's really not what I'm looking for. I want you to come away from this feeling like you can do this, because you can. You don't have to have any kind of special education to use essential oils. That's a beautiful thing about it. Yes, there are some common sense things to using essential oils, like don't put them in your eye. Wash your hands before you go to the bathroom after you use like mint or anything like that. Trust me. My husband put on some Deep Blue once. It's a muscle soother essential oil blend. And he went into the bathroom and I hear this, ah! I was like, oh no, he forgot to wash his hands before he went to the bathroom. So common sense things. Really, you're going to learn how to safely and effectively use essential oils and also how to get them in your home in case you don't have them already so that you can start using them and getting the benefits that you are after with them. So the really amazing thing about essential oils, what really drew me to them was that they are plant-based. So by the time I found essential oils, I had taken some herbal courses. I had started talking to my dad about different herbs, and he'd started teaching me some things. I'd really started experimenting and seeing a lot of great things using herbal remedies. And when I found essential oils, it just made sense to start using them as well because they are those plant based awesome remedies. And what I love about them is these plants, they have been used for such a long, long time. They are proven effective. Proven. My grandma, who was a midwife in her Mexican village, like 80 years ago to like 3,500 years ago, people have known for a very long time that these plants are really, really great for our own health and wellness. They protect themselves, and those same benefits that protect those plants can help protect you and your loved ones as well. So I like this timeline here. 3,500 BC, Egyptians, super smart, used plant extracts for health, cosmetic, and religious purposes. 460 BC, Hippocrates, the father of modern health, used plants with his patients. In 0 BC, frankincense and myrrh were given to the Christ child. You know, that's that age-old story. Frankincense, by the way, is just such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful essential oil. I think there was a reason that that was a gift because it is just amazing. 1943, I'm going to probably Jean Valnet is how you say it. I think it's French, used oils on soldiers in hospitals. And then you're going to see in 2008, doTERRA forms co-impact farm partnerships with growers around the world to protect agricultural traditions. I'll tell you a little bit more about that and provide the most potent essential oils today. And you'll see here doTERRA's gifts of the earth. doTERRA actually means gift of the earth. If you're like, what does that even mean? It's so far helped to empower so many homes. And they're continuing research on how these essential oils can affect our health, which is really, really cool. So, it's got a little thing. Oh no. Let me go back. Don't give me a slideshow because I'll start clicking on all the wrong things. So really quickly, it says it's got a little blurb on here about wild orange. Use wild orange to energize and uplift. So wild orange is a citrus essential oil. This is one that I use on a very regular basis because number one, it smells amazing. And two, you can use it for energizing and uplifting, just like it says. So this is one that you can put a few drops in a diffuser, diffuse it in the morning, maybe like if you're getting ready in the bathroom, diffuse it in the bathroom. It'll help to uplift your mood, get you feeling ready for the day. Emotionally, wild orange is the essential oil of abundance. So I really like to either diffuse wild orange while I'm working, or I'll put a little drop on my wrist to aid in that while I'm working. One thing with wild orange, like all citrus oils, except for doTERRA's new green mandarin, they increase your chance of photosensitivity. So if you are going to use an essential oil, a citrus essential oil, you're going to want to dilute it on your skin before you go out in the sun. You don't want it full concentration. And then also try to keep that area covered as much as possible while you're out in the sun. Citrus oils increase photosensitivity, which means you are more likely to get a sunburn if you use those oils and expose that skin to the sun. So there's a tip for you. Use essential oils safely. But wild orange, I use doTERRA's wild orange in cooking. It's really, really, really good and dangerous in frosting. You mix it with some vanilla frosting and it's like a creamsicle. It's dangerous. You probably don't want to try it because you want to eat it all. Anyway, moving on. So essential oils, one of the great things about them is they are 100% natural. So essential oils are natural aromatic compounds that are extracted and distilled from plants for health benefits. So you can see in the picture here, a peppermint leaf has been magnified. So on that leaf, those little blobs that look like aliens are peppermint oil or peppermint leaf oil sacs. So that's where the essential oil is located, on a peppermint leaf. On citrus oils, for instance, those essential oils come from the rind. So if you ever have an orange and you squeeze the rind and your hands get kind of like, I don't know, that kind of greasy, kind of liquidy, but you smell your fingers and you're like, ooh, that smells really good. I know I do that. That's the essential oil. And essential oils are taken from so many different parts of the plant. So you've got leaves for like peppermint, you've got peels for things like citrus, roots like cinnamon bark, um, flowers like lavender and yarrow. All sorts of different areas of the plant are used to make these awesome essential oils. And the cool thing is they are super potent. This is one of the ways that helps you to save money when you use essential oils, because you only need one drop of essential oil when you are using it. Sometimes you need two. Um, Rarely. Usually one drop will do you. And you can see in the picture that one drop of peppermint essential oil, which costs 8 cents, is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you can see why I love using essential oils versus using herbs on a regular basis. Because if I wanted to use, say, peppermint tea for something like stomach upset, I'd have to drink a lot of it, a lot. Whereas I can use peppermint essential oil and just use one drop and have that effect immediately. So some tips for peppermint. You can use it to cool yourself. Sometimes I'll mix it with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and rub it on the back of my neck if it's hot and I'm exercising and I know that I'm going to overheat. I'm very prone to doing that. So I use peppermint a lot when I exercise. It's really great for helping you to stay alert, for feelings of tension. And those feelings of tension, think when you get like tension that starts in your shoulders and you can feel it pulling through your head and your neck. Rub a little bit on those shoulders, your neck, your temples. Really, really great at relieving that. Promoting healthy respiratory function and digestive health. So you can help with the respiratory function by putting a drop or two into your diffuser, or you can put a drop under your tongue. It's pretty strong, so just keep that in mind if you do that. You can also treat it like peppermint tea for digestive health. I like to put a drop of peppermint essential oil in 4 ounces of water, and you can drink that. And it's very cooling on the way down, but it definitely helps with that digestive health. So a few different ways that you can use peppermint. This is one where you're, I use it a lot on my head when it starts to get a little ugh. And I have numerous times accidentally rubbed the peppermint oil onto my forehead and then rubbed my eye, because clearly my short-term memory is like Dory and I can't remember that I just rubbed peppermint on my head before I scratched my eye. So if you ever do get an essential oil in your eye, or say you go to the bathroom and forget to wash your hands, don't dilute it with water. That's just going to spread it around and make it even worse. Go run and grab olive oil, coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, almond oil, some kind of oil, and put that in. I know it sounds weird to put an oil in your eye, but that will dilute it very quickly and help take away that sting. Water, no bueno. Oil, very, very good. So just remember that if you ever get your essential oils on sensitive parts, dilute it with more oil. All right, essential oils, like I said, are effective, super effective, like surprised me a ton at how effective they are. So you'll see the little circle here. The modern approach, man produces, addresses symptoms, needs remain. So it treats the symptoms and not the root cause. The natural approach, which I love for this holistic approach to wellness, nature produces, it takes care of the root cause and meets your body's needs. That way you're not stuck in this cycle of treating symptoms over and over and over again. You can use essential oils to help get to the root of the problem. So oils, they contain hundreds of different compounds. They provide complex and versatile abilities to combat threats without building up resistance. You've seen how people can use certain medicines and start to build up a resistance to them. Essential oils are different. And you'll see in this cool picture too that essential oils, unlike most compounds, are able to pass through the cell membrane. So oils work with the body to get way down deep and address issues at a cellular level. Super wonderful, fantastic stuff. So it talks about On Guard on that little screen. On Guard is a fantastic immune supporting essential oil. It promotes a healthy immune response. I like to put it on the bottoms of my feet or roll it or rub it onto the back of my neck. For my kids, we have a roller bottle with this stuff in it, and I will put it on them before they head to school. Especially, that first week of school when it seems like you're sending them off and you don't know what they're going to come back with. On guard. Like, we are all about on guard. I was actually texting my friend before the class and I was like, man, I'm kind of feeling gross. Like, I know like something's up. Like, my husband wasn't feeling so good the other day. And she's like, on guard, woman, on guard. I'm like, I know. Like, I'm the one that like got you the on guard. Thank you for reminding me. So I went and I used my on guard because it is such a powerful immune system booster. And the great thing about that is it helps to promote a healthy immune response. Our immune systems are our first line of defense against everything. We want them working at 100%. And essential oils help to promote that. They don't work against your immune response. They help to make it better and improve it. So it's really cool to see how those oils will work with your body to help you just create a better defense against things. So On Guard, you can also cleanse the air and protect against environmental threats. And we'll talk a little bit more about On Guard in a minute because it does some really, really cool things too. And I know that somebody had asked about essential oils for cleaning, and On Guard actually is the one that I use all the time. It's fantastic. So let's look at Melaleuca. So Melaleuca was actually the very first essential oil I tried. You might know it as tea tree. I got it because it is such a great natural cleaner. I had read that you can mix up a cleaning spray, and if you add Melaleuca to it, it'll really improve the potency of that cleaning spray. So if you're kind of sketched out about using natural cleaners, put in a few drops of Melaleuca and it'll really help to do the job. So that was the first oil I used. I loved it. I think it's fantastic. If I make a cleaning spray, I'll either mix Melaleuca, lavender, and lemon with some water and vinegar, or I really will just use On Guard. I mean, it is that potent and does the job. But you can also use Melaleuca to promote a healthy immune response. It fights odors like really well. I don't know if you've seen the commercials for Poo-Pourri. So basically, you spray this mist over the toilet before you go to the bathroom, and it helps to cover up the smell. Well, you know what? You can just use a drop of essential oil or two, and it does the same thing. Really fantastic. You can put it on before and after, or just after. But Melaleuca, On Guard, and lavender, and wild orange, those are all oils on the back of our toilet because they're really, really great at fighting odors. Also great for soothing occasional skin irritation. And that's something that I had used the first bottle of tea tree oil that I got from my dad. My skin was very irritated, and it was actually an ongoing thing. So I put Melaleuca on, and finally, after a few applications, I noticed like, oh, my skin's starting to feel better. So when I got my doTERRA Melaleuca, I put it on because I wanted to see how it worked. One application versus more than a handful, and I noticed a huge difference with my skin irritation. So this stuff is really great, really potent, works well, and it promotes a healthy complexion. So if you have problem skin of any kind, really, Melaleuca is something to try to help soothe it and just get it calm overall. Lastly, essential oils are safe. So doTERRA set a new standard for purity with CPTG. So that means certified pure therapeutic grade. And really, I'm just going to throw this out here because I know some people are skeptics. I live with one. He was like, CPTG, what is that, like Jeep's trail rating? They made up their own certification for their own product. Isn't that sketchy? And I was like, okay, granted, yes, they made it up. It's cool. Whatever. Take it as it is, or take it however you want it. But what I love about it is they created a standard for themselves. And that standard says that they're all about quality and purity. Every batch, every liter of essential oil produced is sent to a third-party facility that looks at the oil and tells them, hey, this is 100% pure, or hey, there's something wrong with this batch. They tell them if there's something wrong with that batch, and that batch does not get used. They are very, very, very into using oils. And if it says 100% pure oil in a bottle, that is what is in the bottle, just that oil. It's not like the oils that I got from my dad who said, most essential oil companies, They do that. It helps to cut the costs. It increases profits because then they're able to sell more bottles. And just know that the bigger the bottle of the essential oil, the lower the chance that it is actually pure essential oil. Because I would get like, ow, that just wrapped my knuckles on my desk. Ow. I would get like a pint of essential oil. And he's like, yeah, that's great. But it's probably, maybe 25% essential oil. And I was like, oh, geez, I didn't realize that. But doTERRA, they are 100% pure essential oils. The 15 milliliter bottle is the biggest bottle that they sell of essential oils, except they just came out with a 30 milliliter bottle of Yarrow, which I'm so excited about. It comes out December 1st, but that is mixed with pomegranate seed oil, and it says on there pomegranate seed oil. So if any of their oils are mixed with anything, it says it right on the bottle, so you don't have to worry. So grades of essential oils, you've got synthetic, toxic chemical fragrances. You've got food grade, so those are cooking extracts and flavorings, again, usually mixed with stuff. Therapeutic, you'll see tossed around a lot in the essential oil community. It's not regulated. So that leads to misleading label claims, bottles of oil that say pure that are 51% essential oil, 49% carrier oil. I've seen label or oils like, they've been said to be 100% pure, but then they're checked out and they're like a synthetic version that looks very similar to that chemical compound. So I'm sketchy about it. Any other oils. I really love doTERRA and I trust them. I've used them for years and they are 100% pure. So I stand by them. Now, the one thing that makes it really awesome about doTERRA, well, one of the things, the plants are harvested in their natural habitat. So they go around the world and pick plants where they grow natively, because where a plant grows natively makes a huge difference in its chemical makeup. Plants like lavender, what was it? I had this really cool study once that showed that plants grown at the bottom of this mountain, I think it was lavender in France, grown at the bottom of the mountain, like planted by people, versus where it was found natively up higher on the mountain. Even that small change of being on that little mountain. Oh, my husband's home. Even that small change made a difference in the plant. So they go where it's naturally grown. They're beyond organic. They're verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, no foreign contaminants. Like I said, third-party testing. And my favorite thing is, instead of going to large companies to source their oils, doTERRA decided to go start small and work with small-scale farmers in developing countries to help them create really great growing practices, to help them get free of poverty, and to just create a sustainable income for themselves, their families, and their communities. So it's really awesome the way they are helping these communities out, because for a very long time, these farmers, they would have essential oil companies come in and buy their crops and just pay them next to nothing. They get taken advantage of. Nobody really cared. I saw a video the other day, this farmer in, I think it was Bulgaria. He'd been distilling essential oils for 30 years. I think it was fir. And in 30 years of selling his essential oils, no company had ever come to visit him except for doTERRA. And no company had ever paid him a fair price until doTERRA came in and was like, you know what, you really need more money for this. So forgive me if I sound like I really love doTERRA, but I really, really love this company. It's fantastic. So frankincense, let's talk about frankincense. I'm wondering if he's going to open the garage door and be like, what are you doing? Remember, I told you I'm teaching a class. Squirrel, sorry. I get easily distracted. So you can use frankincense to support healthy cellular function. All sorts of good things with frankincense. Balances the mood, promotes feelings of relaxation. It supports a healthy immune system. It helps with feelings of stress. It helps with anxious feelings. It helps with skin irritation. It helps with first aid of all kinds. If you get a bee sting, put a drop of frankincense on it. It is magic. All sorts of things. It's great for beauty applications, for skin. The saying in the essential oil world is, if in doubt, use frankincense. You can put it in a diffuser. You can put it straight up on your skin, or you can take it internally under your tongue or in a capsule. So it's a really, really, really great oil. Oh, there's a creeper staring at me through the grass. Oh, he found me. Sorry, he's been at work all day long, and he's going to go back to sleep at the station tonight. So I think he was coming home to say hi. Soothes, cuts, and bites, all those good things. Frankincense is fantastic. You need it. Everyone needs it. I take it with me everywhere. It is a fantastic oil to have. It is coming with us. We're going to Europe in 2 weeks, and that is one of my top oils that I am sure to have on hand while we are there. So quickly, there are 3 ways to use essential oils that I've touched on. Aromatically, breathe it in, waft it towards your nose. Don't just open the bottle and take a huge whiff, because those are strong oils and your olfactory or nerves and all this stuff in your nose is sensitive. So gently waft it towards your nose. I know it's tempting to open like a bottle of tangerine and just be like, oh my God, it just smells so good. I'm just going to take a big whiff. Just waft it. Put it on in a diffuser and let it work that way. Topically, it says here, bottoms of feet are great. I like the back of the neck too, or on my wrists, because then I can just bring my wrist up to my nose and smell it. And then doTERRA's oils have been cleared. They are technically an essential oil supplement, and they are, GRAS, generally recognized as safe for internal use. So you can use their oils internally. And again, it's usually just 1 drop. So just remember that as you're using them, you don't need to take a whole bottle. You don't need 5 oils, just 1 drop will do it. And you can put that in water, under your tongue, in a gel capsule, make a tea. Really, really great for supporting your whole body inside and out. So I know that I had emailed you about your top 3 concerns for essential oils. And I want you to just think about that now. What are your top 3 health priorities, and why? Why is it a priority for you? Is it time, money, energy? Is it something that's causing you pain? Is it something that's making you stress out a lot? What is it? I want you to think about that. And as I talk, if I cover anything, write it down, because I really want you to have some takeaways here that you can use, so you can use these oils. And if you have oils right now and you're like, I don't know how to use these oils, hopefully we'll touch on something that will be helpful for you. Now, I know somebody had asked about heart, and I want to say it was lung health, but now my brain is confusing me and saying, well, maybe it was something else that I'm talking about. Heart and respiratory issues. So yeah, lung. So before I move on from that, for the heart, Yarrow, that oil that I mentioned that's coming out in December, super great for cardio health. Copaiba is another essential oil we came out with last year. Really great for cardiac support, respiratory support. Those are ones that you would take internally, like under your tongue or in a capsule, or you could apply them to your skin. I would put them on the wrists, or even over your heart. Just remember that, like, if something is bothering you, unless it's like a sensitive area, put the oil where it hurts. If you want to use it topically and you're like, I don't know where to put it. Like if your knee is bugging you, put it on your knee. Or if you want it over your heart, put it over your heart. And that counts for emotional stuff too. If you want to use an uplifting oil to make yourself feel happier and stuff, put it on your forehead or the top of your head or the back of your neck. Or if your tummy is bothering you, put it on your tummy. There's lots of great ways to use these oils. So that you can get the full benefits of those oils. So throughout the class, write down anything that, that'll meet your health priorities and help you in those areas. So also I want you to rate 1 to 10 each of these areas on the wellness pyramid, because, you might be doing awesome in one area and another, you might need to make some changes. And I love this pyramid because it is completely in line with what I believe and have believed for a very long time in my own life. Eating right, nutrition is the foundation for a healthy life. There's just no way around it. What you eat matters. How much you eat matters. The quality of what you eat matters. So important. If you get that dialed in, and you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be a Nazi about it, but if you can get that in, clean food, not as little processed food as possible, 0 would be ideal, very little to no sugar, that kind of food is really going to help nourish your body, and you can see huge changes right away. That when we switched to cooking from scratch, I was sick all the time, you guys, all the time. And when we made this simple switch from cooking to from scratch, I didn't even know about real food then. I didn't know about healthy eating. I just knew that I needed to save money. And so I was going to start buying everything from scratch and make it. Even doing that, my health improved dramatically. So it's huge. Exercise, moving your body. I'm a CrossFit coach. I work out like 6 days a week and I love it. I'm addicted to it. I wasn't always this way. I was a couch potato. Like 3 years ago, I was a couch potato. I was 30 pounds overweight. Exercise has been a life changer for me. Lifting weights, oh my gosh, I love it so much. But rest and managing stress, reducing your toxic loads, informed self-care, and then finally proactive medical care are all important parts of holistic wellness. All right, let's talk about some of my favorite oils. On Guard. So On Guard is the protective blend. Already said it supports healthy immune function, supports healthy respiratory function. You can diffuse it to clean the air. This hand wash, I have that in my kitchen. Those protective blend soft gels, I took those today. I took one of them today. That toothpaste I use every day. They have a laundry detergent I use every day. And they have a cleaner concentrate that I use 100% for cleaning my house, my entire house. You mix it with water, that's the word I can't think of, in a glass spray bottle, and you can seriously clean your whole house with it. Don't worry about it not being effective because it is. I'm trying to think, how can I tell you this if I can tell you in a compliant manner. I don't think I can, but just know that there have been studies shown that show that you can get a nice, clean, effective, like all the surfaces in your house can get 100% clean by using this On Guard essential oil. So this is one that you want in the diffuser when, you know, kids are starting to bring stuff home from school, even before they bring stuff home from school, especially as the seasons change. This one is great to have in your diffuser running a few times a day. Run it, you know, maybe while you guys are eating breakfast and while you're eating dinner and maybe while you're getting ready in the morning. Really great way to use it is just to diffuse it in the air. You can take it internally. You can put it on your skin, but the diffuser is a really great way to get everybody all at once, and also take care of any threats that are in the air and in your environment around you. Slim and Sassy is the favorite product for healthy weight. It helps to promote a healthy metabolism, and it's really good at managing sugar cravings and hunger. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody to skip meals or anything like that, but I saw a post the other day, somebody that I follow, and she said, "What is your biggest hurdle when it comes to healthy living and eating?" And my response was gummy worms. You guys, gummy worms are my kryptonite. Well, gummy candy, Sour Patch Kids in particular, are my kryptonite. And I love Slim and Sassy. The soft gels are my favorite. I don't like the taste of the oil. Some people love it. Well, I don't. But manages sugar cravings like amazing, and it also helps with hunger. Like I think it's more like that bored hunger where you're like, oh, I should eat. I'm hungry. Oh no, I'm not. I'm bored. Really great oil to have on hand. Lemon is one of my top oils. You can add it to your water, so 1 drop to 4 ounces of water to help naturally cleanse the body of toxins, get rid of all the junky stuff. I call it the degunkifier. So you can degunkify from the inside out. You can degunkify surfaces and counters. You can degunkify the respiratory system. It helps respiratory function. I like to use it like, you know, you go to Goodwill and their stickers are like impossible to get off. I don't know what they use, super glue. But usually if I buy something from Goodwill, I have to put a drop of lemon on it to get it off. I actually used a ton of Goodwill when we moved out of our house last year because my hood above my stove was disgusting. I was like, oh my gosh, like I never clean it. Like really deep cleaned it in the 3 years that we lived there. And I don't think anybody else had ever cleaned it either. Because I spent like 2 hours and a bottle of lemon cleaning that thing, and man, did it look awesome. And then we moved into our new house and nobody had taken care of that. And I was like, forget it. I'm just going to leave it. We'll get there sometime. But lemon's really great to have on hand for that. You can use it in food. You can make a great, like add it to a cup of hot water, really yummy lemon tea. What else? Mix that. I think I have a recipe on my blog for an all natural cleaning spray, and it's lemon, lavender, and melaleuca. Those are all really great for cleaning. So if you don't want to use On Guard, if you want to change it up every once in a while, lemon's a really great component to a natural cleaning spray. Deep Blue. So as an athlete, I live by Deep Blue, specifically the polyphenol complex. So when I started CrossFit, I mentioned I was a couch potato. For 3 weeks, I was like sore, but not like sore. Like I was, everything was doable. I was like, oh yeah, I still feel pretty good. And my husband's like, how are you not dying? I was like dying my first week. I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm just, I'm just awesome. Turns out 3 weeks later, I ran out of Deep Blue and didn't take it for a week. And then I went to CrossFit and I felt like I got run over by a truck. Now, I don't always feel like I got run over by a truck from CrossFit, but I especially don't when I am taking my Deep Blue regularly. So these Deep Blue capsules are ones that I take religiously because they are so good at helping with muscle soreness, all that good stuff or all that bad stuff that comes up as an athlete, and just overall, it just overall helps you feel better. The Deep Blue rub is kind of like Bengay or Icy Hot. So one tip for you there: do not take a bath and then put on the Deep Blue rub. You will cry. You will cry for a long time, and you will have to rub your whole body down with coconut oil because the heat in the bath water opens up your pores and it soaks that Deep Blue rub right in, and it hurts. Now, I didn't do this with Deep Blue rub. I did it like 10 years ago with Icy Hot, and I cried, and I don't cry very much. But this one is really good. You can put it on before you work out and after you work out. Really, really helps with that discomfort that you feel, and also really great for a massage. And they've got an oil that you can use in a roller bottle or in just a bottle. Really great stuff. And you don't have to be an athlete to use it either. I know a lot of people with achy joints who love this oil as well. It really helps provide comfort for those. Aroma Touch. So Aroma Touch was developed by Dr. Hill. He is the resident doctor for doTERRA. And it is, I don't know, it's something else. So I use it for some like sports related aches and pains, and it helps really well. It's great for a massage. So if you like give yourself a foot rub, or you can talk somebody into giving you a massage, have them put Aroma Touch in. It's very relaxing, very soothing. And it does, like it says it promotes feelings of relaxation. It totally does. The blend is just, it's a good massage blend for a reason. So that's one, if you need help relaxing or just tension is an issue, this is a good one to have on hand. Serenity. I don't know, every time I see that, I think Serenity now. Serenity is a great sleeping bedtime. It's a sleeping oil. It's a bedtime oil. I like to put it on before bed. Helps promote relaxation. Really great for tension and calm emotions. Really great for decreasing stress. I will either use a drop of this. I like to put a drop of Serenity on my chest in particular, just to help with that calming of just everything. But if you mix it with doTERRA's Balance essential oils, if anxious feelings are a problem for you, those two together, I don't know, they work synergistically and really, really, really help to just calm you down and make you feel just so much more capable of addressing things is all I can say. That it's a really great blend to have. Terrazyme, so not technically an essential oil, but if you have issues with digestion at all, I have like a handful of food intolerances that I have dealt with for a really long time and are finally under control. And one thing I will say is Terrazyme is really, really great if my brain just stopped working. Like I just looked up and I see the cows across the street playing with the horses, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And when is my son gonna get home? Because I saw his bus drive by and he should be home soon. Anyway, Terrazyme, great for when you're eating meals. It has those digestive enzymes in there to help your body start breaking down that food even faster. So if digestion is an issue, like if you eat and you just feel kind of like bleh afterwards, try a digestive enzyme to see if that'll help to break things down and get things more under control for you. Also, I learned that you can give this to dogs. Um, so I have a dog he has food intolerances too. He can't do beef, sweet potatoes, and brown rice. And it's a bad, bad thing if he has those. But I can give him Terrazyme to help him absorb his other food better because he's really skinny, because he's not able to absorb nutrients like he should because of this, just like me. And the Terrazyme is helpful for that. So you can give it to dogs. And I know somebody had asked about pet health, and I think I'm just going to make a note, send out details on pet health, because I could go, I went to doTERRA's convention last week and they had a whole panel on pet health specifically. So I'm going to send you guys those notes so that you have them so you can read them, because you can use essential oils on pets just very similarly to how you use them on humans. And I know one of the big deals is using them with cats in particular, and especially Melaleuca with cats. So one thing is that all these vets mentioned was cats and animals, but cats really they don't so much react to the essential oil itself. They are very, very sensitive to synthetic things. So the difference here, and when people talk about, oh, my pets reacted to this essential oil, the chances are it was a synthetic essential oil that the cats reacted to. They are very sensitive to that stuff. If it's not natural, they're probably going to react to it. So these vets were very, very not paid by doTERRA or anything, but they had started using doTERRA's oils in their practices with really, really good results because they're 100% pure and natural. And in case you're wondering, instead of using Melaleuca for pet or for cats or pets of any kind, you can use geranium or arbor vitae instead without having to worry about that. So if you're like, I don't even want to mess with it, arbor vitae or geranium are great alternatives for Melaleuca when you're using essential oils with pets. And I'll send out the other notes because I've got some notes on using on fleas and ticks and different ways to apply the essential oils to your pets, and how often. Oh, I will say this, you want to refrain from using citrus oils on your cats. So topically, avoid using citrus oils on cats. If you're going to diffuse an essential oil, a citrus essential oil, maybe kick your cat out for a little bit. If the diffuser is running, after you turn it off, it'll kind of dissipate, so it should be fine. But they're really talking about topical applications for that. They have a first aid blend for pets that I'll share with you, and then some stuff. Aroma Touch is actually really great for pets, very calming, especially if you got like a high-strung pet. So I'll send out those notes for you because they were really good, and I thought it was really interesting. And I know a lot of people have pets that they really want to use natural remedies for, and they know that there's just not that much out there that you can really trust. DigestZen is the oil in our house, top oil for sure. That's the oil that won my husband over to essential oils. He thought it was woo-woo witch doctor stuff. And then he had too many margaritas one night, and I was like, dude, try this oil. And he finally was like, fine, I'll try your witchcraft. So I put a drop under his tongue, and like a few minutes later, he's like, oh, wow, I feel better. I'm like, duh, I've had him for months and you haven't listened to me. But so now he actually tells people at work, and he's a paramedic. He tells people at work, you should try this. It's great. It's amazing. Actually, his sister too, she was like, she had her stomach was upset for some reason, and we were over at their house, and I was like, here, try this DigestZen. She's like, oh, what's it going to take, like a month for me using it to work? Because, herbs take a long time to work. And I was like, no, actually, it's going to take about 30 seconds. And it did. And she was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And she is very much she's not against natural remedies, but she is very much in the allopathic mindset of natural doesn't work. It's all, it's witchcraft. But DigestZen, oh my gosh, you guys. So we're going to Europe, right? This bottle, frankincense, DigestZen, really, if I left home with just DigestZen, I would be fine because my stomach is, it's always iffy. especially with how much I love to eat. So this is a great one if you have digestive issues of any kind, if you ever experience them, if you think you ever will. Every household needs DigestZen. In my opinion, it is thebomb.com. Like, you need it, get it. If you don't have it, you're missing out and you need it. There's my sales pitch. Everyone needs DigestZen because it makes you feel better so much faster. My friend's daughter, or my daughter's friend, we went to camp. We drove them to camp, and there was some windy roads, and her friend was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do. Like, I get car sick so easily. And I had my doTERRA bottle with me in a roll-on. And I said, here, Sophie, put this on your tummy. Just rub it on there. It's diluted. You'll be fine. She was fine the whole car trip. Like, my daughter ended up giving her that bottle because she was just amazed, because she has never been able to take a car ride without feeling queasy and getting sick. So doTERRA all the way, DigestZen is amazeballs. You guys need it. End of story. Also, I highly recommend this keychain. This is how I tote my oils around, except for DigestZen. Oh, I clicked the wrong stinking button. I'm really good at that. But at least, there could be worse things to be good at. So when I travel, and by travel, I mean leave my house for anything, I have a little pouch, this pouch with 8 oils in it. And I've had it so long that all of the stickers have fallen off, and I need to do a sniff test to put the right stickers back on the right bottles. But I also have a roller bottle of DigestZen. I have it in a vial too, in case I run out, because I have, and it was very panic inducing. And I have a roll-on bottle of frankincense just because I don't remember why. I thought, you can never have enough frankincense, so I'll just throw that in there too. Oh yeah, I ended up giving it to somebody. Sometimes I just give my oils away, so it's good for me to have lots of extras in there just in case, because sometimes I forget to replenish my stock. I'm like, oh, you need this, take it. And then I'm like, wait, what happened to that oil? But a keychain, you can put your 8 favorite oils in the mini vials, and they're fantastic. You can carry it with you anywhere. So I carry DigestZen, lavender, lemon, melaleuca, frankincense. What else? I think I take Balance because it is the bomb, like I said. Breathe, and sometimes I'll do Breathe, sometimes I'll do cardamom. They both have great respiratory benefits. Cardamom just smells amazeballs. And then On Guard. Did I say On Guard? On Guard. Always have On Guard with me. So highly recommend getting one of these keychains to take with you everywhere, because I can't tell you how many times I have used this keychain. Like, you can tell by looking at it. You're like, dang, she needs a new keychain. But really great to have on hand. So if you are interested in learning more about essential oils and spreading them with your friends, sharing them with your friends, spreading it to your friends, I don't know what sounds better. They both sound kind of bad. Don't spread anything to your friends, except for essential oils. You guys can book a class with me, and I can teach a private online class with you and your friends. We could even try to do a Google Hangout where everybody talks, but this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, so that you can get more personalized one-on-one attention from me. So if you have questions, you can be like, hey, Nina, what, I don't know, my daughter's skin gets really irritated from time to time. What would you use? And I'd be like, frankincense, lavender, and melaleuca. I can tell you right then some recommendations. But if you did that, if you're interested in booking a class to share with your friends, you could host it, and I would love to send you some free products, because giving stuff away is one of my favorite things to do. So if you're interested, let me know. Really great way to do that, and get free products, share essential oils with others. Let me know. Just hit reply to the email that I sent to you if you would like to do that. And then lastly, I want to share with you the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack. So I mentioned before that my stomach, it's just a pain. Literally, it can just be such a pain. The Lifelong Vitality Pack I got with my starter kit in 2011, and I didn't take it because I was like, this is just another packet of vitamins that I'm not going to take. They say they're amazing, but every company says they're amazing. I just want the tea tree oil. Oh, and this lemon smells good. I'm going to use that. But I didn't take them. I had them for months, and I never took them, which was dumb, because I could have even taken them. If I hated them, I could have gotten my money back. But the Lifelong Vitality Pack is Microplex MVP, so it's a whole food vitamin and minerals. The Alpha CRS is like antioxidant, cellular support, like, oh, there's so much good stuff in it, and I don't. It's very similar to those deep blue gel or soft gels, gel capsules. They're capsules that I mentioned earlier. And then the Z Omega is omega-3 fatty acids, 3, 6, and 9, and then also some essential oils in there. Man, you guys. So I mentioned that nutrition is the foundation of a healthy lifestyle, and so many of us are missing key vitamins and nutrients that it's sad. Um, and if you're like me and you have a hard time absorbing things anyway, it is just a really good idea to have some kind of extra supplement that you're taking. I mean, it doesn't need to be doTERRA, obviously, but that you have something that's getting you those extra nutrients, because when you have food intolerances, what happens is the lining of your intestines gets really, really irritated. The grabby little villi in there that are supposed to absorb the vitamins and nutrients, everything gets smoothed out, and it's really, really, really hard to absorb all the nutrients that you're getting into your body, which means that you're eating food, it's going through, and a lot of the nutrients are just getting carried out to the toilet, where you will put your essential oil on later. Oh, look, my son's home. Good. Whew, I was worried. It's getting dark. And some kind of multivitamin and omega-3s are going to be really helpful, just to give you that extra to help you absorb that. Because when you run out of vitamins, you don't get enough vitamins and minerals, things happen. Like, I always tell my friends this, like my medical friends, and they just like look at me in disbelief. Like, I know that I've had these issues for my whole life, because like I was always anemic as a kid. So I had iron deficiencies. Wasn't getting enough iron from my food, even though I love meat. Like steak, yes, I will eat it all. It's ridiculous, actually. I got I got rickets like an old lady. Like, I didn't get enough vitamin D, even though I was outside all the time. I just did not absorb things, and I needed extra. So finally, I decided to start using these vitamins, because, they were in my cabinet and I didn't want to throw them away because I paid for them. And oh my gosh, like, they actually do help you feel better. Who knew? They're not just giving you marketing nonsense. They helped me feel more energetic. They helped me feel just more, I want to say aware, but like, I just felt clearer in my head. And the biggest difference I noticed was in my gut. Like, my gut, my stomach was no longer a pain. Like, it really, really helped. So I take these things every day. I became that lady just because they make me feel so much better. And the people that I know, hey, bud, I'm teaching a class. Yeah. Go get some food. Honey, I'm teaching a class. Love you. How many times do you have to tell 13-year-olds what you're doing? Anyway, like, they really, really do help. So if you're looking for a good multivitamin, omega-3, extra support, this is a really good choice. It is actually doTERRA's #1 product. It's not even their essential oils. This is their #1 product. It's really great. So the best way to get these natural solutions into your home, and you can get them retail, order through your wellness advocate. So if you don't have a wellness advocate, if nobody told you about doTERRA and you would like to get some doTERRA essential oils, if you don't have them already or you're not using something else, you can get them 2 ways. Retail means you pay full price. I recommend doing that if you're only going to buy like a bottle of lemon or maybe a bottle of tea tree in a year. Even like frankincense, I would become a wholesale person and then get it, because you get a 25% discount, and frankincense is one of the more expensive oils. It's $35 to sign up for a wholesale account. Like Costco, you pay $50 and you get a big discount on stuff. Same with doTERRA, 25% off all your orders for a year, or that $35 is waived if you get an enrollment kit. So an enrollment kit comes with essential oils, and they're fantastic. And actually, a lot of doTERRA's essential oils are 20% off for the rest of the month. So you got a few days. If you want to get some, highly recommend it, because let's see, I need to drink water. Hold on. They had this promotion a year ago, and I was like, holy cow, I can't believe they're doing 20% off of enrollment kits, because in the 7 years that I've been with the company, they never had done that before. So I don't know when like this promotion is going to come back. So if you've been thinking about getting some oils, Now is the time because 20% off is really good deal. So here's just some of our kits. Now, this is like the mother of all kits. I did it again. Sorry. This is the mother of all kits. It's got everything. Like every single doTERRA product in here, you save almost $800 when you get it. It is like the dream kit, overhaul everything. This is like Extreme Home Makeover Wellness Edition. And you get 400 free product credits. So that means $400 worth of free product to use in the future. And then you start at 25% rewards in the loyalty rewards program. If you're like, holy cow, that's a lot of money. I know it's a lot of money, but some of you might be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So I want to share that just as an option because I know some people like they're afraid to share the bigger kits and then people buy a smaller kit and then they find out that there's a bigger kit and they get mad because they would have gotten the bigger kit. Myself, had I known what I know now when I bought my kit, I would have saved and gotten a bigger kit because I used it and I like saving money and I like free product credits. I mean, who doesn't? There's the Every Oil Kit, saving just over $300. You start with 200 free product credits and 20% rewards. This is going to give you every single oil that doTERRA has, and they've got some dang good oils. They're super awesome. So there's an option for you. There's the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit if you're interested in using oils specifically for emotions. It comes with a free diffuser, which is cool. And then there's the Cleanse and Restore Kit. So if you need to do like if you've been thinking, oh man, I need to do a cleanse, I've got some issues I got to work out, this is a really great kit for you. There's a whole 30-day cleanse protocol. If you get this kit, let me know so I can get that to you so you can have a checklist on how to use them. It's very helpful. I've done the cleanse once because I'm so bad at sticking to anything like that, but I did notice a big difference. So there's a good one. And then not lastly, there should be another one after this. Yeah. These are actually my two favorite kits. So these are the sampler kits. The Family Essentials kit has the top 10 doTERRA essential oils in 5 milliliter bottles, plus these Amazeballs beadlets, On Guard and Peppermint. These are so great to keep in your purse. I use them all the time. They're like these teeny tiny little beadlets, about the size, smaller than a BB, with essential oil in them. So you can pop the peppermint oil in. I like to use it if I've had coffee and then I'm going to go have a nutrition coaching client because, we're talking face to face. On Guard, anytime I'm leaving the house and I feel like, oh man, I'm going somewhere, if I feel like I need a little extra protection, I will take my On Guard beadlets. Plus they also taste good too and also make your breath smell delicious. So the Family Essentials kit has the top 10 essential oils. Love that kit. Great starter kit. If budget is an issue, but you really want to get a kit, this is definitely the way to go. This one is not 20% off though this month. The Home Essentials kit, however, is. And I love this kit. I love it so much because you get 3 times the oils. So it's the same 10 oils minus the beadlets because they replace the beadlets with a free diffuser. That diffuser itself is $67. So you get 3 times the oils, plus a free diffuser for $125 more. Plus this month it is 20% off. It's a bomb deal. It is such a good deal, especially this diffuser. I have 3 of these in my house and I love this diffuser. It has I even took one to our CrossFit gym and it goes in the bathroom all the time. Thank goodness, because that Febreze spray is nasty. This is a really, really, really great kit to have to start out with. And then there's the Natural Solutions kit. This is a little bit of everything. I love the box. Highly recommend having something to store your oils in. But it gives you a great mix. So if you need to replace your shampoo and conditioner with a more natural option, really great way to go. The shampoo is wild orange and lime, and citrus oils are my favorite. So when I shampoo my hair, I'm just sitting there for a minute and I'm like, oh, this smells so good. Smell me, everybody. But it's got your Deep Blue Rub. It's got the On Guard, or not the Breathe Vapor Rub, which is great for putting on your chest in the winter, especially for respiratory support. It's got the Terrazyme. It's got our probiotics. It's got a diffuser, the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It's the perfect all-around starter kit if you want to give a bunch of different things a try. You save $220 off of wholesale. So when you see those purple circles that say save $220, It's saving off of wholesale, which is already discounted 25%. So you're getting the biggest savings when you get a kit. So it is definitely the smartest way to buy oils, because you're getting the biggest savings, biggest bang for your buck. Plus, you get 100 free product credits and you start at 15% rewards. Now, when I say rewards, I mean the loyalty rewards program. So doTERRA has this awesome program where I have been using it for 7 years now. I have gotten thousands of dollars worth of free essential oils and other products. Like my secret, I let them build up for a little bit and then I buy all of my laundry detergent at once. I haven't bought laundry detergent in years. I used to make my own, and then I switched to doTERRA's when it came out because it's got this enzyme in it that cleans my husband's workout stuff really, really well. Rockin' Green is still great, the thing to soak your workout stuff in, but On Guard keeps it under control for the most part, unless you're washing my husband's stuff, and it just gets really stinky. Thankfully, they just came out with a new deodorant, so I'm hoping that solves that problem. Anyway, the loyalty rewards program is where you set up your order, and each month you get your order. I mean, it's really simple. It's like if you've done any kind of, like, Amazon has their subscribe and save, where you pick the products that you use on a monthly basis and you get a discount and it sends it to you. Same kind of deal. You pick out the products that you're going to use for the month, and you can change it every month. You just want to make sure that you change it the day before because it processes it at midnight on the night that it's set for. But you can create this order, and if you place a 50-point order or more, then you accumulate free product credits. If you place a 100-point order or more, then you still accumulate those product credits. But if, say, you tell your mom about essential oils and she's like, dang, that sounds awesome, and she gets a kit, like she signs up for a kit with you, then you can earn money back for her buying that kit. It's really cool. So you can change it or cancel it at any time. Just know, I almost canceled it once. I think 2 years in, like, our budget was ridiculously low. I don't know what was going on. It was actually right before I decided, I'm just going to start sharing the essential oils so I can get this for free, and earn some extra money for our household. But they reminded me that if you cancel, you lose your product credits, and then also you go back. So see, it starts at 10%, and then after a few months, you earn 15 and all the way up to 30%. By that time, I was at 30%, and they're like, if you ever start up again on the loyalty rewards program, you're going to start back at 10%. And I was like, heck no, because every month I order about 125 points. I do that so I get the free product of the month, and that gives me 30% of that back in free product credits every single month. So it's a really great way to get your oils. And it's also nice when my husband asks, how much was Helichrysum? And I tell him, and he's like, what? And I'm like, don't worry, I got it for free because I use my loyalty rewards. So I also like to use these for the more expensive oils, like Helichrysum and blue tansy and frankincense. Awesome way to get those for free. And if you do decide that you want to share oils, like go out, share them, teach classes, empower others, make a side income with this, the loyalty rewards program is a mandatory thing to earn a commission. So I want you to know that up front, so you're not like, what? You didn't tell me. I'm telling you now. But it's really great because, man, I get my toothpaste, my shampoo and conditioner, laundry detergent, but I haven't paid for that in forever. I get my On Guard cleaner concentrate. I get my Lifelong Vitality pack. And then I get a few oils each month that I run out of. And I've just replaced things that I used to buy somewhere else with things from doTERRA, and I get free product credits. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if Target did that? I mean, just saying. So if you would like to get a kit, if you're like, heck yeah, that sounds awesome, sign me up, I really want that discount, I am going to drop in just a few minutes a link to sign up for a kit. Now, I know that some of you are listening from around the world. Like, I know somebody is listening in Australia. Hello. I think it was Laura. I don't want to say the wrong name. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Laura. Hi, Laura. I'm so glad you're tuning in from Australia. I'm sorry. I just think that is the coolest thing ever. Let me just fangirl over that for a second. Did you hear that at our convention, we had Hugh Jackman show up as a surprise guest speaker and performer? It was amazing. But he told us how to find out if there's an Australian in the room. It was funny. Yeah, I need to go to Australia. It just looks amazing. My friends just booked tickets. I'm like, take me in your suitcase. But when you fill out the Wellness Advocate Agreement, you'll see here the default is wholesale customer. That's where you can get the loyalty rewards. You get the 25% discount. If you think that you're going to share the oils and you want to earn if you want to earn commission for sharing the oils, become a wellness advocate. The only difference is it asks for your social security number. It is a secure form. You don't have to worry about any of that. They ask for the social security number because if you earn $600 or more, they have to send you a 1099 for taxes. That's why they ask for that. They don't store it. You won't see it anywhere on your account. It's totally secure. But some people have asked me about that. And really, like, if you're the kind of person that goes to Target and is like, oh my gosh, there's such a great deal on toilet paper, and you go home and tell your friends about it, become a wellness advocate, because I didn't even try at first to share doTERRA, and I was getting checks in the mail, and I was like, what is this for? Oh, it's because I was telling my friends about it, and they tried it, and they were like, I need this in my life. So now it's something that I do, and I love teaching classes and sharing this with people. But if that's something you're interested in, just let me know. Hit reply. We can talk about it some more. We can jump on Skype or Zoom, and we can chat. So there's that. And then once you do get your kit, just decide what role you'd like to play. If you just would really like to start using essential oils for wellness in your home, if you'd like to share them with your friends and family, maybe earn free products every month, or if you'd really like it to take it to the next level and be like, my friend Sarah or my friend Tara or my friend Lori, who are killing it and making a huge difference in the world and really like doing some huge things for their finances as well. There's lots of different options with doTERRA, and just know that if you do decide to get a kit and sign up, you're not obligated to sell anything ever, and I am not the kind of person to hound you about that. So that is all I had for you. Let's see, cleaning, I think I touched on cleaning. Heart and respiratory support. Respiratory support, Laura, before I forget, Breathe, the Breathe blend is fantastic for that. You would put it in a diffuser or apply it topically to your chest. They have a vapor rub that you can apply to your chest too, makes it a little bit easier. Cardamom essential oil, not only good for cooking, but that's a great one too for respiratory support. I like to put that in my bath with my bath salts, mix it with lavender, it's amazing. And eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is great, but that is in the Breathe oil. So really great oils to have. And then I'm going to send you guys the notes on the pet health because I don't want to forget that. And then I'm also going to send you the all-purpose spray for cleaning. There. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really, really, really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions at all, just hit reply in any of the emails that I sent to you, and I will get on answering those. I have cleaned out my email inbox, so I actually see my emails that come in now. Yeah, it was bad. So if you have any questions, just reach out, and I would be super happy to talk to you. And I'm going to go right now, put the link to get your kit on that same page that you're watching this video on. So just hit refresh in a couple minutes, and it should be there. So thanks again. Have a great night. Laura, have a great day. And I will hopefully talk to you guys soon.